Are you ready? Are you ready?
Dunk it, Jonathan, dunk it!
Good day, we are Team Gnome or mga lamang lupa, and this is our presentation about web services. A web service is just a web page meant for a computer to request and process. Yung web service daw is isang service na nagbibigay ng ekstrang kamay para sa mga gawain ng isang web page. More precisely, web service is just a web page that's meant to be consumed by an autonomous program as opposed to be a web browser or similar UI tool. Sa madaling salita, ang web service is ginagamit ng mga web page to speed up a task. Example of web service. An e-commerce company can use a shipper's web service to calculate the exact cost of a shipment. Ang isang e-commerce company ay gumagamit ng web service ng shipper para i-calculate ang exact price ng bawat shipment. National weather forecasters use them to supply data to websites and news organizations. Ginagamit din to para sa mga balita tulad ng weather forecast para mas mabilis sila makapag-update sa lagay ng panahon. Benefits of web services. Simple, easily supported on many platforms, nasusuportahan siya sa madaming websites. Loosely coupled, the interface can be extended and new methods and added without affecting clients as long as old methods and parameters are still provided. Pwedeng i-update nang hindi naapektuhan ang mahahalagang bagay tulad ng functionality. Stateless, a request is made, then result is returned and the connection closes, no permanent connection. Firewall friendly, uses HTTP, not usually blocked, must safe and secured. When to use web services. Cross-platform, example, communicate between a Java app and a .NET app, pwede siyang magamit between a Java app and a .NET application. Cross-trust boundaries, between two unrelated organizations. Pwede dito i-example yung sa Lazada, pwede siya mag-ship using JNT, Lex or LBC. Future consideration. If there is a possibility that the logic may have to support third-party integration, for example communication between iOS and Java. When to avoid web service. Net to net, there are better ways to communicate between servers, such as net remoting. Net remoting is a Microsoft application programming interface for inter-process communication released in 2002 with the 1.0 version of .NET framework. NetApps, rather than provide a service, if two apps need the same logic, create a class library assembly compiled to ADLL, which is then used in both apps. Types of web service. SOAP, Simple Object Access Protocol, is messaging protocol specification for exchanging structured information in the implementation of web services in computer networks. REST, Representational State Transfer, is a software architectural style that was created to guide the design and development of the architecture for the World Wide Web. REST defines a set of constraints for how the architecture of an internet-scale distributed hypermedia system, such as the web, should behave. AXRS provides the implementation of RESTful web services. JAXRS is a specification for RESTful web services with Java and it is given by Sun. Since it is a specification, other frameworks can be written to implement these specifications, and that includes Jersey from Oracle, Rastisa from JBoss, CXF from Apache. The implementation for SOAP Apache CXF provides implemental REST web service. Whatever the data, response we will get from the server is known as resource. Yung data na nire-request ni user is yung resources na gagamitin ni web service para ibigay ang serbisyo na kailangan niya. We can get the resource from RESTful service in different formats like HTML, XML, JSON, text, PDF and in the image formats as well, but in real time we will prefer JSON. SOAP Web Service. Why SOAP? It is important for application development to allow internet communication between programs. Today's applications communicate using remote procedure calls, RPC, between objects like the COM and CORBA, but HTTP was not designed for this. RPC represents a compatibility and security problem. Firewalls and proxy servers will normally block this kind of traffic. A better way to communicate between applications is over HTTP. Because HTTP is supported by all internet browsers and servers, SOAP was created to accomplish this. SOAP provides a way to communicate between applications running on different operating systems, with different technologies and programming languages.